this point today, we just checked our state IWAS report, and we are owed $1 million today. Somebody has to pay or help to pay, and luckily for us, our member districts, our 17 member districts, have been very good about prepaying their bills, which is fine for us. It helps us to make our payroll, but somewhere down the line that's going to catch up with us. Obviously, they can't keep prepaying their bills to support, to make up the funds that we're lacking, and of course that creates a financial strain on each member district as well. They are, each one of them, facing their own problems with a lack of reimbursement, a delay in reimbursement, or in the case of state aid, using the ERA funds to substitute for a portion of what the state owes the districts. So it flows from us to them. There's not much to cut. We could cut or cut back on a certain level of service, and we could cut out a certain level of service. We could shift services to the local districts, but these are services that students are required by law to have. So where do we cut? We don't have much to cut. Now, as I said earlier, it won't jeopardize the health or safety of our staff or students, so there's things that they need to have for their own welfare. So I don't know. Something's got to give, absolutely. Never hurts, but it hasn't seemed to help a whole lot this year. Not made much difference at all. And the idea behind the comptroller's office trying to decide on a daily basis who gets paid and who doesn't get paid, when there's $5 billion owed to people, I can't even imagine how they decide. So
because, I mean, everyone should have equal access to education. You know, that's a law. And by cutting the funds, that totally negates that. The districts are having to take the brunt of that, and of course their funds have been cut too, so it really puts a lot of districts in the bind. And this equipment is very expensive. One piece might be $3,000, but they have to have it, so it's been real difficult. I happened to have a student last week that was in a district who could afford to buy some of this equipment, and for the first time she was able to see materials clear across the room. And it's just amazing. Set up that equipment, and the parents were there. I mean, the teacher actually cried because she could see the difference, and the little girl said, I don't have to squint anymore, because she sees about 2,400, which means that a person sees at 400 feet what she has to get 20 feet to see. And her father said when they're riding in the car, she doesn't even look out the window because she can't see anything. That money comes from the state. And I've called several times about different things this year, and it's like, well, we don't have any money. The actual equipment and some of the bigger stuff they can't do. And they're just stuck. They put people on a waiting list, and they said, you know, we just threw away the waiting list because hope I'm not getting anybody in trouble. But it was, you know, it was near the end of the year, and they said, we've just got to start over with the waiting list now and see what happens next year.